Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party, the only Middle-earth TTRPG that will answer the question, why didn't they just take the Eagles to Mordor? And we are one step closer to answering that question. Around me are my internet friends. Say hi for the second time, internet friends.
Hey, hello.
Hello.
I forgot to record the first time. We were about halfway through.
It's fine. It's
Didn't
fine.
work.
Everything's fine. We're all gonna die.
I am your humble lore master, Don Marshall. Around me are Max Randolph, Tori Fox, Zach Smith, and returning for a second episode, NX Wilson playing the role of Hal Deer.
NX!
Hey.
Before we get started, we have a couple of announcements. Number one, we want to thank our sponsors. We've got two this time. Number one, the stream would not be possible without the One Ring TTRPG, brought to you by Free League Publishing. They sent us an early copy so that we could play in an advanced version of Middle Earth. If you would like to order your own copy of the One Ring, whether it is the bundle, the starter set, the core rulebook, the dice, the maps, just go to freeleaguepublishing.com. I also want to thank our second sponsor, The Rook and the Raven. You may have heard of them on a little TTRPG called Critical Role. No big deal, but we're buds now. It's great. I did have a book that they sent us as a sample to show you, but my wife stole it so that she could customize her own TTRPG book. So if that's not a ringing endorsement that my wife immediately went for it, I don't know what is. You can go to therookandtheraven.com to get all of your various TTRPG accessories and books and just very cool stuff. They didn't actually send me a copy of what they wanted me to say, so I may just need to voice over all of this later. Speaking of things that you can buy, I want to give a huge thank you to everybody that has already purchased the Unpredicted Party merchandise. We have sold way more than I thought we were going to. So if you would like to get that, it is available at donmarshall72merch.com. All of the proceeds go to paying my players and making this stream way more manageable. Keep an eye out for, I for one will welcome our bird overlords, which I am going to be hiring an artist to be doing that very soon. Stick around. A reminder, at about the 1 hour mark, we will have a quick break, provided this session actually goes for 2 hours, but that remains to be seen. I want to also give a very special thank you to a few people that are playing a huge role, especially in today's session. Number one, the artwork is done by Sarah M. Shunky. She goes by @Sarah M. Shunky on Instagram. The battle map is made by Little Wit the Cartographer. Find his services on Facebook. The music, which is new for this session, is made by Cullen Vance. You can go to cullenvancecreative.com or stream it wherever music is, his Spotify, his Bandcamp, iTunes, if that's still a thing. Finally, a very special thank you to my wife, Nat. She goes by Nat20Wife on all social media. She ensures that this thing runs smoothly and that this session won't be 6 hours long, although this one might be a little bit longer, so get ready. Finally, I want to give an apology to my players. All right, is everybody ready to go?
How dare you, Don? What are you trying to do to us?
I don't want to fight this fight. I don't want to do it.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Can you all hear the music?
Perfectly.
There is no recap today.
Okay.
If you have been following along, you know that every single episode has led to this moment. There are 4 elves and a dwarf desperately trying to free Galadriel of the possession of Gwaihir, the Wind Lord. Now, a brief note about combat, because it has been a while since we have had a full-fledged combat. My players have gathered
This is a bad sign.
My players have gotten a number of items along the way, whether Beery has made them or they have been gifted. There are different stances that they can go into. There are different actions called combat stances that they can take while they are in those stances. You are all ready. You know what to do. But first, I want to bring up exactly what you are looking at. Forgive me for not having it as accurate as I possibly could, but I didn't realize that Beery was going to try and tie Galadriel to her own mirror.
That's true.
But allow
You
me,
gotta keep you on your toes, baby.
Coming in clutch.
always keeping me on my toes. What you see before you,
Oh my god. That's so terrifying.
Galadriel. Her usually white ambiance and wardrobe, dark. The mirror, as soon as the ropes tie in on her, lights on fire. Her eyes, that same black that Elrond and Gandalf's was. But there is no glow on her finger where that ring should be. I want to let you all know where you are on the battle map now.
Please do.
Where's the ring?
Where's the ring?
It's the ring.
Where is the ring?
Going for the hand, aren't we?
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
our usual thing, but there's no freaking ring. Did it absorb into her like, what the? Oh, I
So
don't like this at all. Oh, it's so beautiful.
this was made by Little Wit, the cartographer.
Oh my god.
My goodness. Okay.
The six of
Oh.
you, the five of you, or excuse me, the five of you, including the NPC, are around the edge of this clearing where there is this little grove that you all know, well, the elves know, to be Galadriel's mirror. There are steps on the bottom left-hand corner, a higher ridge on the top left, and trees that are seemingly still there, despite most of the other ones being shattered and frozen in place. Now, as the lore master, I need to acknowledge a few shortcomings, and one is that I monologue a lot. I enjoy doing it. So, in that minute or two, I will ask the players, is there anything you would like to do? Things you would like to take out, weapons you would like to ready, items you would like to use in this moment?
First of all, marking where he put my parents, where they disappeared back into.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my
So
god, that's right.
yes.
Yeah.
So, Tanel, your parents are on the top left-hand corner. Let me bring this up one more time.
It's towards the
Okay.
ridge, right?
Yes, it's
Okay.
towards the ridge on the top left-hand corner.
Oh,
Gotcha.
boy.
Okay.
But they are still in that little like grove of trees, like when Merry and Pippin got caught in
Yeah.
Fangorn in the movie.
That's exactly what I was imagining. Perfect. Okay.
Oh boy. Are you guys ready to die? Here we go. Oh my god.
With glory, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out. Here we go. We just gotta dive in. We just gotta do this.
All right.
Real quick, as she is monologuing, because this was our plan, which was to go for the ring. Do we even see a ring on her hand?
Make an insight check.
It's like the first seconds here. Oh my
Mhm.
Yeah.
goodness.
Where is
The
mine?
first seconds of the monologue.
Oh dear.
I always forget where my insight is. Oh, it's under heart. It's a candle.
That lucky die.
Let me-
No, it is not.
Yes,
Glory.
it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
To know
Hold
the
on,
lucky.
Hold on. I can take my
Now the
camera
lucky-
off. Hold on.
No. I believe you. I believe you.
Till,
Careful.
no, you can't see.
No.
It's fine.
We're using the honor system here, and you're all honorable
Always.
people.
I took a picture.
With a Gandalf, the critical success, Tanel, you are able to glean that the ring is in fact still on her finger. However, there is no glow, and the hand is entirely corrupted.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Is it only the hand that's corrupted?
As of right now, you notice just the hand, but it's the other hand as well. It is both hands. It is not up on her face
Oh.
yet.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Alworth licks his lips. Speciality.
If it's at all possible, Lore Master, if he can kind of assemble the hammer.
I'll allow you to assemble the hammer in the midst of the
Okay.
in the midst of the monologue. Haldir, Halloweth.
My fire arrows are going to be very much accessible in my quiver. He's also going to make sure that his bow is in his one hand, but his spear, Iglos, is also very much in reach.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to, that's going to come in handy later. But for now, he's going to ready just an arrow.
No more hand puns for you, Zach.
No, that's fine. I'll try.
Haldir.
Haldir is gonna draw the two short swords, grip them tight, and then we can all see that like both hands are corrupted, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he's just gonna look at them and get ready.
All right. Now, what you see before you in this grove, you are all above on the ridge. You have the high ground. It is you four and the other elf guard that you brought with you. What are you doing?
I'm going to go into a stealth. I'm going to try and hide at this point.
Okay, because we are not in combat yet.
No,
No, you're good.
no. He's going to try and just slowly, like in what would be a rear guard position.
Right. If we were in combat.
If we
you
were
would
in
be
combat, yeah, exactly. So he's going to go, but he's just going to basically try and slink into the. I'm assuming it's quite dark. That Lorien is dark at this point, isn't it?
It's right around twilight evening
Okay.
time.
Actually,
Yes.
Right.
That's a point of order. Would this technically be dark?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it is dark here. Okay. What do you got up your sleeve?
Don't worry about it.
Good.
Oh.
Okay.
You have your secrets, I have mine.
All right, then keep your secrets.
That
was
takes 6
simultaneous.
points off the final boss.
You know
'cause
what?
it was
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it was me. I'll allow that. I'll allow that.
Okay. Howard's going to slink into the darkness of what trees remain near him.
Okay.
In a stealthy manner. Do I have to roll stealth for that? I would assume.
No,
Well,
I'd
since we're
say
not
you
combat.
can stay behind a tree.
Okay.
Are any of you approaching Galadriel as she is bound tight to these ropes and the mirror?
Knowing that time is kind of the essence until she breaks free of this trap that we've kind of sprung on her, Beery will approach. He's got his shield up. The hammer maybe is just on his back, but he's got the shield up and he's just kind of hiding behind it slightly, and he kind of walks his way forward.
Nell's doing the same.
Okay, now keep in mind, you two went different directions around the grove last time. You
Right.
circled around. So Tanel, you were far over to the left,
Mhm.
towards your parents. Beery, you were dead center, cutting the rope. So are you going to meet each other perpendicularly, or are you going behind the other? Is anyone changing position?
I'm
No.
going around to the right. Just
Right.
for argument's sake.
Yep.
Yeah, if Beery can take some type of central location, but if he can be somewhere a little bit nearby Tanel, that would be fantastic.
I'll say you can go down the steps on the left-hand side, which would put you only a couple of yards away from Tanel.
Oh, perfect.
Haldir?
Haldir is coming in from the opposite side of Beery, so if sort of Galadriel is focusing on the other two, he's coming from behind.
Perfect.
Got it. So
So
you're
she doesn't notice yet.
from the top of the map, yes.
Mhm.
As you are all slowly starting to make your way closer towards Galadriel, you watch the body struggle and you hear the voice. I am ready. And he quick tries to, or excuse me, she quick tries to pull off of the ropes, but seemingly can't yet. What are you all doing?
Tanel's gonna take that opportunity and draw the king's shadow, but hold it to her side, and she's just gonna try to walk up and pull the ring off. Just straight away. I know it's stupid, but she's really mad.
Okay.
Holy shit. Beery would like to be next to he's trying to be as close to Tanel as he can, so he will approach with her.
Okay. Well then.
Oh.
Tanel,
Yeah.
you approach perpendicular to Beery, and as you inch closer and closer and closer, you make eye contact with Galadriel, and the eyes lock, and that dark, straight, just black, beady eyes stare back at you, and the head just tilts ever so slightly. I need you to roll a d12 for me.
Okay.
Oh, before you roll, sorry.
Oh, I already.
I wanted to give you fellowship.
This would
You
not
can
help.
it? Okay.
This
okay.
is not. This
Yeah.
is just,
Okay.
4.
it's a 4.
It's a 4.
Okay.
Oh, ruh-roh.
The
Yeah.
head- Beery, I also need you to roll a d12 for me.
10.
A 10.
10.
All right. The eyes stay locked on Tanel. And you're going to try and take the ring off?
Hey, does Beery see Tanel acting any different or anything like that?
Make an insight check.
Oh God, I'm not good at these. Oh yeah, miserable fail. Miserable fail.
As far as you can tell, Tanel is acting totally normally.
Okay.
Tanel.
This is going great.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. If you're trying to just take the ring off, it will be the same thing that we have had every other time. Give me an athletics check, and it is going to be a contested athletics check. But Galadriel, because she is tied up, is rolling with disadvantage.
Ooh, ill-favored. I love it.
Okay.
Traps, man.
Yeah.
Traps.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
It's an Eye of Sauron.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Now, I'm going to roll, and if I roll another Eye of Sauron, it's going to be what we rolled collectively. So hang on.
Jesus, why?
It's Galadriel. She's strong as hell.
Yeah. No. Don, no.
That is 2 Eyes of Sauron.
What's going on here?
Oh my God.
2 Eyes of Sauron on disadvantage.
Holy crap.
Are these dice talking to each other?
Okay. Okay. The
can't
dice are
believe
telling me
that.
things.
Mm.
Tanel. It takes a second because the hand is still struggling, but the ropes are bound tight, and you grab the arm, and Beery grabs the body, and the ring slides off Galadriel's finger. And
All right, we
she-
did it.
And she stands there, still as stone.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back. Barry, do you think you can hit this thing?
I mean, I can certainly try. Is it safe? In just like still. What are the eyes doing?
The eyes are just staring dead ahead.
I'm gonna
God.
step back about 10-ish feet, like a good ways away from her, and set the ring on the ground.
How that's going to motion just to toss the ring to him in the shadows. He's going to just give a little wave. as to, hey,
Out of the trees.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good idea actually.
Okay.
Tanel's gonna. Yeah, she's gonna throw it towards him.
Make an athletics check.
do I have to do anything with this?
No, it'd just be a throw. You can catch it, no problem. You're an elf.
Sure.
12. It doesn't hit my target number.
Okay.
But
It falls. You can't quite grab it in your hand, Halloweth. It falls just a couple feet short of you, so you would have to come out of stealth to get it. However, I need all of you to roll a d12 for me.
God. And as Tanel kind of backsteps a little bit, still just with his shield up, he hasn't drawn a hammer or anything, but just kind of like grabs her hand, the corrupted hand, just like, hey, milady, are you in there?
Beery, you
Yeah.
touch Galadriel's hand
Don't ask me like that.
No.
because you do. I'm just confirming you are touching Galadriel's
I
hand.
I said that.
You did. I need you to roll 2 d12s for me.
Oh,
All right, well, the first one, okay, the first one was a 10,
Okay.
the one you asked for everybody, and then
Mhm.
this one's a 3.
A 3. Okay. Everybody else?
I got a 10.
I got a 4.
7.
7. Beery. Everything goes silent.
Stupid.
As you touch the Lady Galadriel's hand, you hear a voice inside your own head.
Oh, boy.
I am still here. And there is an enormous shriek.
Oh, God.
In his head or out loud?
From Beery and Galadriel simultaneously. Beery, you take 7 points of corruption damage. And the rest of you watch as the ropes slowly start to unwind.
Do we have time to do anything when we hear that scream? Like, can we react?
If you would like to make a reaction, what is Haldir doing?
So when they took the ring off, he sort of slowly walked in front. As soon as she screams, he's gonna go for the hand. He's gonna take the hand because that's what he's heard the elves do before. He's gonna go for the hand that had the ring.
The hand that had the ring. Okay, this is a called shot with 2 swords.
Yep.
Before we do that, I need everybody to choose their stances. We are in combat.
Oh, my God.
My God. Okay.
Who is where? Tell me.
I'm
Open.
gonna go forward.
Okay, so open, forward. Okay.
Defensive. He's got his shield up.
Okay.
Rearward. Wow, one of each. Perfect.
All right. Meantime, the elf guard that you brought with you is also going to be in rearward.
Thank you, dude.
Okay. Haldir, because you are going to be in forward, we are going to have what's called rollies. Please roll a d12 for me to see if you or
Rollies.
Galadriel are going first.
That's an 8.
That is a 4. You are able to go first.
Haldir.
Haldir. This is what's known as a called shot. Now, usually you will need to hit your target number plus whatever the parry score is for Galadriel. You do not know what that is yet, so let me know what you roll and how many over your parry score it is.
Okay. How many over my parry score?
Sorry?
How many over my parry score or my target?
No, you need to hit your target number, and let me know if you hit your target number, and if you do, how much do you go over it by?
It's your strength
So-
target number, I believe.
Yes, you're looking for your strength
Because-
target number.
Forward, it's an extra d6, right?
Because you are in forward, it is an extra d6. You are correct. But because it is a called shot, it is 1 less d6. So you are just rolling the normal amount of dice, as if you were in open.
That was a Gandalf. That's a Gandalf. That's 23.
Wow, we're coming to play.
We can
Hey,
only
that-
roll 12s and 1s this session.
Yep. There was no in between.
That is, yeah, so that's
Look at
18,
Don's
20, 23.
plan melting away.
That's a critical hit.
23, which is 11 over my target.
Makes sense. Imagine how much pain and anguish he has, you know.
Yeah, Haldir has been struggling for weeks, so he's angry at this point, and he's like, want to get this over and done with.
Haldir, you've been waiting for this moment for weeks. You can finally end it. As you watch Beery scream out in pain after touching Galadriel's hand, you rush to his side, and you know what you need to do. You know what Halloweth told you he did, and this is your chance to end it. With both swords. I hit the microphone. Hang on, let me do that again.
That sounded amazing, actually.
That sounded really good.
It did, that was really good.
Sound effect. Yeah. Mhm.
You strike. And the hand of Galadriel falls to the ground. As you run past her, as you make your run to cut off the arm, because you're going to need some force behind it.
Mhm.
Behind you, you hear. Not so easy, boy. Haldir, Galadriel is going to attempt to use her ability to... What's your parry score?
That is 19.
19. Haldir, you watch as the water and the fire from Galadriel's mirror rise and twirl together in this almost what would be beautiful if it wasn't coming directly towards you. Fire and water hit you both square in the face, and the water is ice cold, and it forms a small piercing ice and hits you in the head. You take 5 points of damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah. hmm
Yeah, we got to get rid of that.
Tanel,
Okay.
you're up.
Cool. Well,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say she first thing she does is call out to Halloweth and says, "Please just destroy that ring." And she's actually, instead of attacking, can she try to retighten the ropes?
Yes, you can, because you backed up 10 feet, so you'd be close enough to the tree that you'd be able to try and grab it. This
Mhm.
would be an athletics check, so make an athletics check for me.
Okay. Just straight athletics.
Straight athletics.
Okay,
Yeah, let
cool.
me know if you hit your target number.
Oh my gosh, she take another picture of it?
Don't you dare.
Did she do it?
God,
Don't-
I'm not kidding.
Send it to
Nell
me now.
the
Send
Lion.
it to me now.
I'm not kidding.
I love you all dearly, but I am not above not believing you anymore.
Totally understand. I know it doesn't make any sense.
The dice is not being fair to you, Don.
Where is? Okay, there we go. Okay.
But
Sorry,
also,
my hands are
against it-
shaking.
Against an adversary like Galadriel, even
Okay.
a Gandalf might not be an actual success.
Yeah. So that's the one I just rolled. And that's the one I rolled earlier. Hold on, just for you know what,
Oh my
just for everybody's
Yeah.
edification.
Wow.
Yeah.
There
Awesome.
she
There it
is.
is. There she is.
There it is.
There it is.
My hands are
There
shaking. I'm sorry.
It is. Tanel the Lucky indeed.
Wow.
For those that don't hang out in our live chat when this airs Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, the last episode just aired 2 days ago, and we were thinking of nicknames for Tanel in the chat, and I cannot think of anything more appropriate. Tanel, with all of the strength that you can muster, you run up to the tree, grab this rope, and you hold that body tight. Now, there is going to be a contested athletics check, but because you rolled a 12, she rolls it with disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Come on, Tanel.
Just hear the amount of dice that are
The
rolling.
total I rolled was 23.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay. Can I apologize to you just really quick? I'm sorry.
I've had all the amount of planning in the world can't predict this.
No,
Mhm.
don't. This is the beauty of this game. You grab that rope, hold it tight, because you
Just
know
like wrap it.
if you let go, your parents are dead.
Yeah.
Halloweth, you're up.
She's got like that
Um,
mom strength when she picks up a car off a child. Sorry.
So true.
He is going to take a little bit of a gamble here because he hears Tanel. He's going to put away his bow and reach for Iglos and just twirl it round so that the shard is pointing down, the head is pointing down, and just jam it into the ring as hard as he possibly can.
Right.
Because I think that was Iglos was the obviously Spear of Elendil.
Yes.
So he's going to same sort of hopefully fated prophecy destiny blade as the blade that was broken.
Yep. All right, Halloweth.
Oh, Gil-galad, sorry, not Elendil.
Or I'm sorry, yes, it was Gil-galad. Oh man, the obscure Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
I
facts. I
died,
got
yeah,
no. They're all elves. They all look the same. It's just,
Oh,
all right.
Ooh.
Halloweth, I need you to roll me a d12, please.
Oh no.
A 3. You take the bow and put it to the side. You grab the spear, flourish it out, bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
But as you glance down at the ring, you can't seem to bring the spear down on it. And there is a whisper in the back of your head. Halloweth, I need you to roll 2 d12s for me and consider this disadvantage, please.
Okay. 9.
9. The spear, you let go of it with one hand, and you find your hand reaching down towards your pack. And you quick shake it off, but you're not entirely sure what's happened. Meantime, the elf guard is going to go ahead and take his turn. And he, seeing what Tanel did, is also going to grab the rope on the other side and pull it tight. So hang on.
Excellent.
That is... Oh, wait. Nope. That's the wrong D12. All right. So he grabs the rope, keeps pulling it tight, but Tanel, you can see from the other side of the grove, he's not nearly as strong. He is still very young. It's Galadriel's turn now.
Okay.
All right. First action is going to be directed at Halloweth.
Oh no.
Halloweth, what's your parry score again?
18.
18. Halloweth, you take 7 points of damage, and I need you to roll a d12 for me.
Oh god.
6.
Hal, dear, from the corner of your eye, as you are glancing back just trying to get up from this hit that you took. You see Halloweth reaching down to his pack and pulling out a small brown bag. Burlap. He reaches in and pulls out a withered hand.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You watch as he takes what look to be 2 rings off 2 of the fingers. Haldir, you watch as your friend puts one of the elven rings of power on his finger. And you hear Galadriel laugh with that same deep laugh. It's not just me you'll be fighting then, is it? Halloweth, I need you to make an insight check for me, please. Tell me if you beat your target number.
This is bad. This is really bad.
I got this. It's gonna be fine.
I missed my target number by 6.
Nope.
Halloweth, you know what you need to do to defeat Galadriel. And you knew that these rings were not going to be safe with a halfling. So you did the only thing you knew you could do. You took matters into your own hands. In a trance-like state, you remember the dream that you had just a few nights ago when you wandered into Bilbo's room and on his bedside table grabbed the bag, thinking that there was no possible way that these wizards knew what they were talking about. They've been trapped inside a crystal for the last 1,000 years. What could they possibly know? And the energy you feel in your body right now is unlike anything you have ever experienced. A total perfection of your being. You are perfect. You hear a voice inside your head. Excellent. Now do my bidding. And now we're going to change up the order a little bit because stances matter significantly less. Beery, you're up.
I just have to physically and mentally recover from what just happened. Are you... Halloweth. Oh my God. Okay. So he all this madness is happening behind him. He probably doesn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And also he just felt this terrible pain after he touched her skin.
Yes.
He's probably not going to do that again.
No.
And when Haldir was struck by like a tendril out of the
tendril of fire and ice just directly at him.
Out of the basin, correct?
Out of the basin, correct.
Lovely. Now the basin comes down to a base, almost like a bird bath, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Beery is going to whirl around, do kind of a spin move and crouch and pretty much like kind of Captain America a little bit, slam the edge, the cutting edge of his shield into the base of it, get underneath the shield and try and push with his legs, just lift and pour that basin over.
Ah, okay. Give me a strength check then. Give me a strength check.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, actually, this will be athletics. Give me an athletics check.
You got it. Oh, and I just added athletics too. Okay, so we're gonna make some stuff happen right now.
Okay.
Dark for dark business is an Erebor dwarf thingy. So right now he's inspired because it's dark.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And being inspired, he's going to spend one hope. He's going to spend a hope.
Stack it.
Oh no, yeah.
Mhm.
So -1 hope. That being inspired makes it 2 d6s on top of that.
Okay.
Okay. It's almost all of them. All but 1 die. Here we go. Talk to me, baby. Okay, it's not a Gandalf, but it
Shocking.
is. Right, I know, right?
That's all we've been rolling.
So,
Yeah, some of us.
Mhm.
3s and 6s.
26.
26.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So, just so I know, are you attempting to sort of pin her with this stone basin or just dump
No.
the water on her?
He's trying to dump the water out because it's becoming clear that might be a source of her magic or her abilities. I think it's the Ring of Water, correct? I'm not trying to be meta here. Barry doesn't know anything about that.
This
Well,
is
yeah.
Nenya, the Ring of Water. Yes.
And he's going, pretty much trying to like crack the base of the basin in half, get under his shield, and use his powerful, stumpy little legs to lift and dump that basin over.
Beery,
Nice.
if it were any other dwarf with any other role and the elves weren't grappling this Galadriel tight, it wouldn't have worked. But you use your shield, and with all of your might, that you see it slowly start to lean, and it falls with a thunderous crash. The base is still there, but the actual basin containing the water has upended, and the water seeps into the ground. Tinel, you're up.
Okay. Does she see that Halloweth has put on the ring?
Make an insight check for me.
Okay. If that's my turn, that's fine. Because Tanel would still be holding the rope tight if she didn't notice.
Sure.
Oh god, that's not good. Okay. 12, so I don't hit my target number. for
Unclear.
Sugar. I think she's just gonna stay and keep holding the rope then.
Okay. Would you like to do anything for your secondary action?
I mean, she's just gonna call out again to Halloweth, just saying, like, please, just destroy it, please, quickly.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, okay. Oh, come on.
Do you want to make a contesting one?
That's a good question.
Did
If you want me
No.
to stop using this dice, I will.
She weighted her dice, and I'm just, that's amazing.
Oh, save me, please.
Oh my god.
Oh
Is that a
my-
Gandalf and
Yeah.
a 6?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Wow.
If you want me to stop using that dice, I will. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dad.
Halloweth.
Mhm.
From deep in your mind, as you ascend to this godhood, a voice in your head goes, save me, destroy it, save me, destroy it. And you hear Tanel, but you also hear Galadriel. And both are channeling towards you. And you come back down from this feeling of euphoria that you have had in just the last few moments. And you glance down at your hand, and there are 2 of the 3 elven rings on your fingers. And you are much more aware of yourself than you were a moment ago. Halloweth, it's not your turn yet, because at the end of Tanel's turn, Galadriel is going to go ahead and use a lair action.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, right. Okay.
Now that beer has spread the water out through the entire battlefield, now we're all
Mhm.
No, I understand the logic.
Oh god.
Tanel, your parry score is a 20, correct?
Yes.
Good god.
Yeah.
So high.
It was the armor that got made for me in Rivendell.
Tanel, you watch Galadriel's other hand that is still attached to her body flick
Okay.
out just with a finger. And she turns around and goes, "That's quite enough out of you." And a vine wraps around your mouth, and you are dragged, kicking and screaming, mouth covered, back into the grove. And you hear screaming from behind you, but you are pinned down to these roots. And you feel the vibration of your parents desperately struggling against these same vines. Halloweth, you're up.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, he's gonna wrench these rings off his fingers.
Right.
Just.
Right, he says.
Right. If he's aware of them. I mean, I feel like that's the first port of call.
Yeah, so that's obviously going to be a contested roll. So go ahead and make an athletics check for me. And make it with disadvantage, please.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if you have all three on, it's better.
It's good. It's fine. I got 20.
20. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Ill-favored even.
Mm-hmm. And one of those was a 6, by the way, with my D6.
Okay, that's good to know, because I also rolled a 20. Halloweth, with every single fiber of your being, you know that these rings will eventually corrupt you. And you see yourself almost having an out-of-body experience, glancing down, pulling one of the rings off, throwing it, and you hear "Ah!" from the back of your head, and the whisper dies down. I need you to roll a d12 for me. 8. Everything stops. And you feel that same sort of time distortion that is happening to the trees, happening to you. And in your mind's eye, where the battlefield should be, stands just Galadriel, clad in white. And she looks up at you and says, "I'm still here." Would you like to do anything for your secondary action?
Yeah. I'm gonna try again with these rings. They have to go.
So that would be considered a primary action. Secondary actions usually can't be a full. You can use it as movement. You can move it. You can use it as, preparing something for the next turn.
Just as a little bit of knowledge, where was the fire that was in my arrows, Beery? That came from the Rivendell Forge, right? I have essentially the fire arrows you made me.
Oh yeah, the fire explosion arrows. No, he made those like the day prior.
Okay.
In the cave system where Haldir was. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I think he's going to shout out to everyone then, he's just going to call out and scream pretty much that she's still in there.
The rest of you hear this screech, and you can barely make out just this unintelligible roar from Halloweth. But you do hear it. It's garbled, and he is struggling. But you can make out what he said. Haldir, you're up.
Okay. So I just saw Halloweth put on 2 of the rings.
You did.
And then take 1 off.
You did.
Okay. Can I run back to him?
Yes, you can.
And sort of like try and pin his arm down and give like a help action, so on his turn he can take it off easier. Or can I take it off in my turn?
You want to like try and tackle him and like pin his arm down?
Yeah, like maybe like sort of hold his hand open so that on his turn he can take it off easier. Or if I can, would that help in any way?
Wrench it off yourself if you want. Try.
You can try and rip it off yourself, or you can, I guess, provide the help action for next turn. But everybody will need to go because we are still in combat.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
I will try and take it off. Then I'm going to run back to him, sort of pin his arm down and take it off.
I'm going to give a fellowship point to help.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Haldir, give me an athletics check as you use your full turn, primary action and secondary action, to sprint over to Halloweth, past Galadriel. Before you do,
point?
So a fellowship point is something that you are able to add to the party. It does an extra d6 to your roll. However, as you are running, Galadriel is going to get an attack of opportunity because you are sprinting past her.
Mm-hmm.
And remind me of your parry score is a 19, yes?
As a 19, yes.
And do elves just get crazy parry scores? What the heck?
Yeah. The wits is where
Yeah.
it lies for elves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Haldir,
Mm-hmm.
as you are running past her, you feel from your back an explosion of energy. I need you to roll a d12 for me, and you take 7 points of damage.
Ow. Okay.
She's gonna work us down.
That is a 6.
A 6.
Yes.
Okay.
You said 7 points, right?
I did, yes, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Haldir, you make your way over to Halloweth as fast as you possibly can. And as you reach him, that explosion of energy hits your back, and the whole world goes dark. And you see yourself standing in what is usually... You see yourself standing in what can only be described as like the upside down from Stranger Things, that area where Eleven is standing just in the blackness. And you look around and nobody is there, and you are just standing there. And you hear footsteps coming from behind you. And you notice that this humanoid creature stands before you. But he has a beak and claws. And he walks up to you and goes, "You will be mine soon." We're back to the top of the order, and it is Galadriel's turn.
So there's nothing I can
good.
do. I'm just there.
You are
my
just
God.
there, Haldir. You stand there, Halloweth. You watch as your friend gets hit by this force, this concussive force that you watched come out of Galadriel's hand, and he goes completely still.
Okay.
Okay, we're back to the top of the order. It's Galadriel. She...
Was that just one round? Oh my god. My heart can't take this.
This has been technically speaking, this has been 2 rounds, but we had to change up the order because someone decided to fail a couple of saves and put some rings on.
How dare my
It's
God.
okay. No.
Beery, I need you to make hang on. Beery, make a perception check for me.
Oh, can it be scan?
No, it can't be.
Oh. Bloody hell. Perception. We don't. Do we? Oh no, we don't have perception, do we? Or is it?
Did I? Okay, you know what?
Insight.
Yeah, sorry. Make an insight check.
Insight. Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
No, definitely not.
Okay. Tanel, pulling on the rope tight as you are, you hear the other elf from across the way scream out, "She's cutting it!" and there is a small dagger that comes out of her left hand, and ever so slightly as sharp as this is, the rope snaps and the force knocks. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm in the vines.
Had already let go.
Sorry.
Let me try that again.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're
No,
good.
no. That elf is already cutting it out because he's the only one holding on. He yells out, "She's cutting it!" And the rope snaps and he falls back. And you all watch as Galadriel rises into the air, skin turning a dark green, light emanating from her body. I am Gwaihir, and I am death. And that's where we're going to take our 1 hour break.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna need an hour break.
We'll be back in 5 minutes. See you all in a bit.
That went so much worse than I thought.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I haven't done anything. Yeah.
Oh.
Told you this was going to be chaos.
This is gonna be good. This is good.
God. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
And welcome back. When last we left off, Haldir was in the dark ether confronting a bird humanoid. Halloweth had one of the elven rings of power still on his hand. Tanel was tied up with some vines, literally hearing and feeling her parents trying to struggle against the same vines that she is. And Beery, you stand watching all of this happen. We go back to the top of the order. Please allow me to share the music. Haldir, you are up. And because you are still in this ether, this nothingness, you are going to have to try and get out. I need you to roll a d12 for me.
Come on. That's a 2.
That's a 2. The bird humanoid brings its claws out and hits you across the face. Halloweth, you watch as your friend has 3 scars and a small smattering of blood start to drip down his face. Beery, you're up. Also, you take 3 points of damage, Haldir.
3 points.
3 points of damage, yes.
Yeah.
You're still
Okay.
you're still up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still up, still alive.
God.
Oh, God.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So Galadriel just goes full scary mode, begins floating up above him, right? Like, how
All
high is
shall
she?
love me and despair.
Exactly.
She's probably like 5 or 6 feet in the air at this point, and I would say that if you try and melee attack with a weapon, you're gonna have disadvantage because she's high up.
No problem. So still with the shield up. He hasn't drawn any weapons. Like, I think that he put the hammer together somewhere.
He has the hammer ready to be pulled out, but you still have the shield.
Seeing all of this, that's terrifying. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna pull the dagger that he forged from the Mogul blade and sprint directly to where Tanel was drug off in the vines. Just pretty much can beeline underneath her.
Okay.
And just gonna run his way over to her, and start cutting vines like mad.
Okay.
And he's going to say to her, as she's struggling, and there's multiple bodies struggling here, yeah?
There are. Tanel's is more so on the top of these vines. You would have to cut for a decent amount of time to free the others.
Okay. So I'm just imagining it. Do I need to roll anything to cut these vines?
No, but it would take your primary action to make your way over to that location, and then your secondary action can be to start cutting, but you won't free her this turn.
Okay.
Would you like to say anything to her?
Yeah, maybe just like start with like the face, like get her to where I know she can breathe and communicate and see, and then we'll start with the rest. As he begins to start cutting through and just look down to her and just say, oh God, what is he gonna say? I'm panicking.
Or are we all?
Yeah, he's gonna say something along the lines of like, hey, can't have you laying on your back. We need you.
Okay.
And then to start cutting.
All right. As he begins to cut, Tanel, it is still your turn. You are going to take 3 points of, it's not nature damage, but it's 3 points of damage as you slowly feel the vines start to constrict against your body, which reminds me, hang on, I just got to do some quick math.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah, okay, carry on. If you would like to try and struggle to break free, you can go ahead and make an athletics check, but if there's anything else you would like to do, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, I am gonna... Can I try to get my sword so that I can start cutting that way?
Your hands are still bound. It grabbed you by like the full body, so you can't really move.
Yeah, then I will try to break free.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
All right.
Great athletics. Gandalf.
Yeah, really. Watch that all come back to bite me though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 15. I beat my target number by 1.
Okay. Because you beat it, I will say that you are lending aid to Beery so that next turn, if he is still cutting, it will give him some advantage, a favor.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually quite helpful. Yes,
Perfect.
just like that.
Excellent.
Halloweth,
Yeah.
you're up. What would you like to do?
Let's get this final ring off, shall we? I can't really do anything until that's gone. You know, am I myself now?
You feel more yourself than you did when you had both of them on.
Okay.
In fact, you feel strong.
Okay. Okay. Hang on, let me think. Give me
You have 15 seconds.
Okay. He is going to, with this extra strength, not take this final ring off, but use now this extra strength to destroy the other ring with the spear.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, before, I had you roll a d12 to see if you could destroy it.
Uh-huh.
With the ring, you can now roll 2d12. You are favored to take the higher of the two.
Okay. Ten.
10.
Yeah, I don't add the two together, right? I just take the higher
No,
number.
you just take the higher number.
10.
Okay. You've got the ring on. You know you're stronger this time. You're more focused. You can see it lying on the ground. And whatever is happening to Haldir right now, he'll be all right. He's strong. You raise Aglos down onto Gandalf's ring. And quick as a flash, you bring Aglos down into the center of the ring. And you watch as one side of the ring slowly, almost in slow motion, forms a small crack. There's this bright light from it, and a burst of energy, and you hear Galadriel scream. What would you like to do for your secondary action?
I can't. It'd be a primary action to try and wrench the other ring off now.
It would be, yes.
Yeah. Okay, no, he's going to keep that then. I'm going to go over to Haldir.
Okay.
And try and, I don't know, shake him awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As you shake him, he remains in the trance.
I figured still.
Halloweth,
Okay.
you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
It is now going to be the guard elf's turn, and I'm going to be honest, I have completely forgotten that guard's name. I'm going to look it up later.
I don't know if we even gave him a name, to be honest.
I did, but it was one of those spur of the moment ones that I just remembered, so I'm just going to call him that other guard that you brought.
Mm-hmm.
Is
The red shirt that's throwing you off, huh?
Ilarin, thank
Okay.
you. Yes,
Got it.
Ilarin is going to rush up to you, Halloweth, as well, trying to get to Haldir, and goes, "My lord Haldir, please," and sort of doing that same shaking, seeing that it is not working, glances over at you, Halloweth, and goes, "What do we do?" You have the chance to respond.
Keep him safe for now. That's all we can do.
He nods and, just struggling to even figure out what he can do, pulls out his bow just to be ready, and is just kind of looking at you and Haldir and Galadriel, and it's this like the good, the bad, and the ugly, where the eye contact goes everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's now Galadriel's turn. Beery, 5 feet in the air above you. This flying elven warrior queen looks down upon you and goes, "You have been a thorn in my side since the very beginning. Why not follow in your father's footsteps?" And she is going to bring an arm out, and a column of that same fire is going to come directly at you. Your parry score without the shield is a 16, correct?
Without the shield. Well,
I'm sorry. You've got the shield up. Your parry score. So your parry
18
score
total.
is 18 total.
Oh, that's awful.
Theory. You take 4 points of damage, and you find yourself on fire.
Oh my god!
Small part of your beard starts to singe.
Not the beard.
Meantime, the vines and the growth. Tanel, you start to feel the heat catch, and there is fire coming up from underneath.
Are you joking?
God.
Haldir, you're up.
Okay. So last time I just rolled to see if I could get out of it.
You rolled.
Do I have my swords on me?
You look around and you do see that your swords are still there.
Get him.
Can I attack this person? And if I do, then I don't get to try and break out of it. Is it just one or the other?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Okay. Is it still in the forward or open?
This would be in the open position. Yeah, there's no real combat stances in the ether.
Okay. I mean, that's a 16, but one of them was a 1.
Do you hit your target number?
I do hit my target, but I also rolled an ISR roll.
Well, that is an instant failure.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
Yeah.
You bring out both of these swords, desperately trying to attack this thing. And again, the claws come against your face. You take another 2 points of damage.
Do I roll twice for the second sword, or is it one for both swords?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we did agree on
Yeah.
that before. Yes, okay. Because you are dual wielding, I will allow you to do that twice.
Come on, Annex.
Ooh, that's bad. That's a 20. Which
That's a
does beat my
20.
target
Oh,
How much does it
Nice.
beat your target number by?
by 8.
By 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. First sword. Bird humanoid ducks out of the way, misses, rakes you across the face again. You take 2 more points of damage. Second turn. You bring the second sword up, and it vanishes in a puff of smoke. And as your vision comes back to normal, you hear a voice leaving it,
Right.
and you see Ilarin standing in front of you with Haldir, still with one of the rings on his fingers.
Halweth.
Excuse me. Too many Hals.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Yes.
You see Halloweth standing in front of you, spear still firmly planted in the ground, and you glance down, and one of the elven rings of power is cracked and split. I will allow you to take a secondary action
Mhm.
as you approach the real world.
Haldir, man.
Okay, yeah. So just to clarify, did I take 2 points or 4 points of damage in that?
You took 2 points of damage.
Okay, good. Okay, single digits. And then,
For now.
and then, yeah, secondary action. So one of the. Okay. What can I do? So one of the rings is still. One of them. So Galadriel's ring is still on the floor.
Galadriel's ring is still up by that tree in the grove. Haldir has since sort of like, are you, sorry, we didn't clarify position. Are you still up there, you think?
I think I ran up to Halloweth.
Yeah, you went up to Halloweth. Halloweth, are you still up by the trees? You haven't used any of your movement, have you?
I know. I went over to. No, I did. I went over to Haldier's chest, shake him.
That's right. Okay, so you, Haldir, are still within the grove, and Halloweth is there as well. So you have no idea where the ring is other than you watched Tinel throw it a couple of, let's call it a minute or two ago at this point.
So can I go look for the ring? Because I saw where it was generally for.
That would probably be considered a primary action. If you want, I will allow you next turn to use your movement to go up and make an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, great. So we'll say you're preparing to do that and you can start making your way, so it won't take too much up. Okay, Beery, you are up. You are kind of... Oh, actually, you know what? Since it is your turn, hang on, because you got blasted with fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, crap, yeah.
You take an additional 6 points of fire damage. You can use your secondary action to attempt to put it out, and you still have your primary action, though.
How much vinage is still around Tinel?
If you continue to cut, you can get Tinel free this turn.
Would that be his primary or secondary action?
That would be your primary. Your secondary you could use to pat yourself and put the fire out.
And then to change, okay.
Okay, so you're going to continue to cut.
Still engulfed in flames, fighting through it. He can take a burn. He can take some burns. He just keeps cleaving through these vines, furiously trying to free his friend. As he frees her, tries to pick her up. And then as a secondary action, he is going to use the protection, secondary action to protect.
The combat stance.
Yes.
So you can do one or the other. You can put the fire out on your own turn.
He's been in defensive this entire time.
Right.
And combat task to protect companion is to roll a battle.
So
cool.
Just to be clear,
yes,
you could potentially still take fire damage next turn.
He can take it.
Okay, you bring your shield up and you are protecting companion now.
He just yanks her to her feet, and then shield up to where she can kind of peek and peer over him. And he's just kind of shield walling in front of Tinel.
Okay, now this is what's known as a combat task. A player hero assuming the defensive stance may choose to protect another hero fighting in a close combat stance. To do so, you need to make a battle roll. So
you
go ahead and make a battle roll.
Oh, okay. So I got a 6 on one of my D6s.
Okay.
12. 18 total.
18 total. Tinel, if Galadriel attempts to attack you and Beery, she will roll with 1 less d6 because of protect combat and another less d6 because of the defensive stance. So 2 less d6s.
Phenomenal.
You are now up.
That concludes my turn.
I was about to say that up as in my turn.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I mistook that for just you are out of the vines.
No. You are up out of the vines, but it is now your turn as well.
Are the vines on fire?
Yes.
Great. So she's gonna take out her sword.
Okay.
And she's gonna start carving out away the vines.
Okay.
To try to get to her parents. And it's a little frantic.
Okay. Yeah. No rolls necessary on this one. The sword, you start hacking away. However, your sword does how much damage? Remind me.
Sorry, it is 1. Sorry, it is 4 damage plus 1d6 for an enemy of Sauron, but I don't know if the vines are an enemy of Sauron.
Vines wouldn't necessarily count as an enemy of Sauron, no. Okay, so you start hacking away. Would you like to do anything for your secondary action, or are you just going to be hacking?
I mean, she's just going to sort of call out again to Beery and to everybody at this point. Just, I am begging you, just destroy the rings, please, please.
All right. Halloweth, you're up.
Okay. There's still, 3 rings in play, technically? Right? There's
There
one
are...
on the floor, one on my finger, and one's cracked.
Yes.
Okay. She's still corrupted, though. I don't think that's in the rings. I think that's the corruption that's like going in her body. Halder's going to go search for the other ring on the ground. I'm going to I'm going to take out King's Fear.
Mm-hmm.
And attempt to not cut off. So what part of her is corrupted right now?
Underneath the robes, it is unclear, but the one hand is gone and the other hand still looks corrupted, but her skin has turned this dark green. And
actually, tell you what I'm going to do. She's 5 foot in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my arrow with a rope tied to it.
Okay.
Ping it into the deadened, corrupted hand.
Okay.
And attempt to pull her back down to the ground to melee level.
Okay.
Excellent.
So this is a called shot. So it would be 1 less D6 than you would typically have because you're aiming for a body part, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
That's the thing. Oh, come on.
Oh no.
No, I don't hit it just.
You draw the arrow back and the rope goes sailing. You manage to hold on to the end of it, but it's no good. Go ahead, Max.
Sorry, was Halloweth like standing on the other end of the rope? It just kind of go boom. Like you're standing on the rope. Sorry,
something like that.
It was tied to something.
I got too much Wile E. Coyote going on in my brain.
Crap. Okay.
It goes wide. All right, that's your primary action.
Yeah. My secondary action is going to be to reel the arrow back in.
I thought it might be. All right. Meantime, Ilarin is going to attempt to help, give you the help action, Haldir, so that during your next action, you can go and find the rings. You'll have advantage when you make that check. It's Galadriel's turn now. Halloweth, I need you to roll a d12 for me.
Oh my God, this is not going well.
No,
this is not going
Zach,
well.
No.
It's an Eye of Sauron. Can I?
The universe had to balance Tanel.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to be the balance.
You all have other characters. Yeah. You all have secondary characters. It's fine. It's fine.
Come on.
Halloweth.
Getting silly now.
As you reel in the rope, your eyes still fixed on Galadriel, you watch as her body becomes the white, ethereal, elven princess that you know. And she says, I'm still in here. But I am too. And now Galadriel is going to go take her turn proper, and she's going to attempt to take the dagger and throw it at you, Halloweth. And she is aiming for your neck. And because this is a called shot, she is rolling with 1 less d6. And if you get hit, you will be what is considered wounded. At which point, if you take any more damage, you would be considered dying.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Your parry score is an 18, correct? Galadriel's hand takes the dagger, throws it at you, and there is a split second where in that vision that you see of her, you know there's something in there. You can almost see she's trying to help you. She's trying to telegraph what she's trying to do. And the hand moved back just slowly enough that when she released it, it goes sailing just past your face. There is a small scar that appears on your cheek. You are going to take 1 point of damage, but the dagger misses.
Oh, Haloweth is now somehow sexier.
All right.
Also,
All right.
to change your stance, is that your action?
The
Change your
changing a stance would need to be your action, yes.
Okay, just
All right, cool.
future stuff.
So that is Galadriel's turn, throwing the knife. Haldir, you're up. If you are still looking for the ring, you can make a check, but you will have favor. You'll be able to roll 2d12 and succeed.
2d12.
2d12. Take the higher of the two, and make a. This would be a scan check.
Okay. Since I didn't do it, can I say that I'm doing something else in this turn?
Since you didn't do it.
Yeah. Can.
You didn't. Sorry, I did kind of assume that is what you were going to do. Is that what the action that you were going to take?
Well, I was reconsidering after.
Okay. Yeah. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Your call.
Okay. So, can I instead, after I see the dagger, after she aimed the dagger at Haloweth, it's sort of like, sure, Galadriel is his sort of, she's the lady of the wood, she's the mistress, but Haloweth is his friend. Can I run towards Galadriel, sort of jump and like try and pull her down to the ground? Because she's 5 foot, right? I could jump.
Yeah, and an elf jumping 5 feet in the air is no problem. Yeah, I'll say you can.
Well, I mean, he's also he doesn't have to jump 5 feet if she's 5 feet. Yeah, he's taller than 5 feet.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Okay. Athletics, come on. That is an 18, and one of them was a 6.
18, and one of them is a 6, which beats your target number by how much?
By 6.
By 6. Whew, okay.
Nice.
Haldir. Realizing that Galadriel is a bigger threat than this ring, you immediately change course and start sprinting. Elarin cries out, "Wait, my lord Haldir!" But you rush Galadriel, jump up in the air, and almost like rugby tackle her in the air. And Tanel, Beery, and Haloweth, you watch as the two fall to the ground. Galadriel is then going to use a reaction.
Yeah.
Haldir, no. Haldir.
I expected that, yeah.
Oh.
Haldir, as you grab on to the body, you take 4 points of damage. Are you just still up?
He's not looking good, but he's still up.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So she's is she pinned to the ground, or
She is pinned to the ground. You rolled high enough that you grappled her and brought her down to the ground. She is still this green, sort of like almost Hulk-like basically what Frodo saw in the movie. And again, there's this hideous scream. Beery, you're up.
So for my secondary, does she
I'm
still have a
I'm
dagger?
sorry. Yes, yeah, you can take your secondary action.
Sorry, does she still have a dagger on, or does she threw that and she doesn't?
She threw the one dagger, so as far as you are aware, she does not have it anymore.
Okay. The secondary, can I? Maybe this is just flavor. Can I say when I'm pinning her down, I've also got a hand down to the arm with the hand, sort of pinned to the ground as well.
Yeah, I'll say that you can try and pin her down. It would be a contested athletics check if something were to happen to that hand. It would need to be a series of rolls. But yes, I'll say that is totally fine. All right, Beery, you're up.
Oh boy. So let me just see that. where are we with the vines? Is that up? Is that up on an elevated?
No, so the way the battle map works is you are in the grove and the vines almost make up the walls of the grove.
Okay.
There are steps leading up, sort of built on top of some of those vines and trees, but that forms the barrier.
Oh my God. Okay. And then right now, Haldir is like pinning her down, like on top of her?
Correct.
Oh boy. And the hand that had the ring on is still there, or was that the one that was removed? She still has the other one?
She has the other hand that does not have the ring on it. The hand that has the ring is still by the stand where the basin once was.
So she still has the ring hand still?
No, she does not have the ring hand.
Gotcha.
Still.
Sorry, that was
Haldir pulled some moves.
He did. Oh my God, I have no idea. That changes everything.
I know, dude.
God, I'm so sorry for the delay, everybody.
No, you're fine.
I had a couple plans, but that changes stuff. There's currently rope all around the ground, correct?
Yes, there are ropes from the trap. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. He's going to leave Tanel's side, hoping that she's fairly out of danger. She works for your parents.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run forward to help
Haldir,
thank you. And he's still holding the King's Echo.
Yes.
In his hand, start cutting lengths of rope that are still attached to the boulders that were keeping them taut, that set the trap.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to at least attempt to begin to bind her.
Okay.
In the darkness?
Yeah.
That is an extra 6 HP to the final boss. But very clever. Very clever. Nicely done.
He's gonna, pretty much pinning her arms to her sides. And if that's probably everything he's got, huh?
Yeah, that would be your primary. So the primary would probably, the secondary would probably be to cut the rope. The primary would be to actually tie it around her. However, because Haldir is literally grappling her.
Okay.
I'm going to say that this is going to be a contested athletics check.
Oh, bring it.
Galadriel will have disadvantage. As I mentioned, you were pinning down the hand, Haldir, but this would be something that is difficult that she would fight against.
This has to happen. So he's going to spend another hope.
All right.
He's spending another hope, and he's going to dump all these D6s over her.
Okay.
All right. He's on fire. He's got burning strength right now. Oh, and I got a 6.
Okay.
So that is, I didn't roll very good, but
did you beat your target number?
Oh, by several.
How much?
Let me do some math real quick. I'm too nervous to math.
Math gets significantly harder as the battle goes on.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I over doubled it. That's 25.
25.
Yeah. He's on fire. He's panicked. He's hurting.
You do. In fact, thank you for reminding me, because as this all happens, you take an additional 3 points of fire damage, and you successfully wrap this rope starting at the shoulders down and begin to tie this rope as Haldir continues to sort of grapple just with the one arm. There's like this struggle, just no. And you manage to get her tied up.
Good job, Haldir.
Tanel, it is your turn.
Yes.
Okay, great. Vines are still on fire.
Yes.
Cool. Then she's.
Actually, that reminds me. Please hold.
Parents still in vines.
Yeah, you still hear screaming from your parents.
Great, awesome, cool.
That means
Awesome.
they're still alive.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
No, yeah.
Mhm.
I guess she's gonna keep hacking away at the vines.
Okay, yeah, make an attack roll for me.
Uh,
And let me know if you roll any 6s.
okay. I did roll 1 6, but let me do some math here because the other numbers are a little low. Yeah, we're good.
You hit your target
18.
number?
Yeah,
Okay.
18. I beat it by 4.
You hit your target number with a 6. So with a 6, you have the option to do an additional type of damage. It can be a piercing blow or it can be a heavy blow. It is your choice what you think would work best. Would you like to try and make one strike to pierce down, or heavy where you just keep wailing on it over and over in an attempt to try and get these down?
I think I'm going to go with just like a one quick slash in hopes that works.
Okay. Hang on. Oh, that rolled out of the thing. Hang on.
Wily one.
Tanel,
Mm-hmm.
it's been too long. And you are hacking and slashing, and the fire is growing. And one of the branches breaks, and you see a hand reach out, and the skin is slightly charred and black, but it is using all of its might to reach out, and your dad's face pops up, and he is then going to use his own turn to wrench away with an not inhuman but in elven strength to get your mother out as well. Please
Yes.
hold
Holding.
while I roll.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, he spends his turn wrenching away just with brute strength, and the roots rip away, and your mother falls to the ground. He pats out the fire as quick as he can, puts a ear to her chest. She's breathing. Go do what must be done. We come to Hallowith's turn.
Okay. He is going to he's going to have a scan for the ring that's on the ground, Galadriel's ring.
Okay, well, you would know where it is, so I would say you can use your
sure.
action to move up to where you think the ring is, and you can go grab it. Real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
No,
Had to
that's
do
fine.
something. So you want to go over to where the ring is and pick it
Yeah.
up?
Would movement be my secondary or my primary? Because movement before was my secondary.
Movement can be your secondary in this case because you're actually looking for the ring. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'd like to bring down Iglos again. No, I'll try the King's Fear. The King's Fear this time because this is a servant. Technically, the rings are now a servant of Sauron. Technically,
Okay.
in a weird
Roundabout
Yeah,
way, yes. You think this might work.
Sure.
You don't need an insight check or something like
No,
this.
Mhm.
I think that'll work. Which does that mean I would get an extra D6 considering it is a servant of Sauron, just as a bargaining chip? Also because I apparently sorely need all the extra D6s I can get.
Yeah, if only there was a way for your teammates to give you extra D6s.
Well, I was just about to ask.
I was going to use a hope point as well anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I would say, yes, you can bring out the dagger. You can use a hope point. You can use an extra D6. And if one of your members of the Fellowship would like to say something in this moment,
We stack them like that? A hope and a fellowship point in the
you
same.
can.
Can we?
Yes, you can.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you
Spending
can.
fellowship. Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
go
Okay.
take it.
Fair point. That is a lot of extra d6s. Excellent.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so with my spear, it's 2d6s plus 2 extra. Okay. Okay. How are you like 2 turns ago? Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
24.
24.
Yeah, I double my target number.
Amazing.
Yes.
Halloweth. You've already pierced one.
Mhm.
You know what's going to happen. You see the dagger in your hand. You see the ring on the ground. You bring it up. You bring it down into the ring, and you watch as for a second time, the ring's band splits down the center. And the second ring, Galadriel's ring, Nenya, is destroyed. In a bright flash of white light, the lady appears before you. I'm still in there.
I'm coming.
Don't have much time.
I'm trying.
Our home is gone.
It can be rebuilt, but we need you.
We need you. And she disappears. It is now Elarin's turn, who was also looking for the ring, so I think just because he hasn't been very useful up until right now, he's just going to stare at you, Halloweth, and go, "What did you do?" And Halloweth, you begin to notice that the grains of sand that were the trees in the distance start to fall slowly, slowly. It is Galadriel's turn, but she is tied up. We're out of combat.
We did it!
Still struggling against the ropes, a bound, one-handed Galadriel. Haldir, you are gripping this elf with all of your strength, and even though she is tied up, it is still taking all your might to control this elf. What are you all doing?
As he's trying to like pin her shoulders down as well, after tying her up, somebody put me out! As he's still burning.
Yeah, Tanel runs over to assist one with that, putting the fire out. And as she's putting the fire out, she just like puts a foot down on like Galadriel's arm just to like try to help pin her as well, because she does see that she's still struggling.
Okay, Beery, you are no longer on fire. You no longer have to roll. I no longer have to roll d6s to see if you're on fire.
Can I try and yank this ring off my finger, please?
Yes, you can.
Okay, thank goodness. So is it just a straight? What is it? Just straight d12?
Just roll a d12 for me.
7.
7. The lady just appeared before you, and apparently only to you, since Elarin apparently didn't see anything.
I had no idea what was happening.
And you glance around, and you watch the sand-like trees falling slowly as the forest beyond the grove slowly starts to fall. Branches, leaves, roots, trunks, ever so slightly. You glance down at your hand, but But you can't bring the other one up. Not yet.
Can I command Alarin to do something?
Say that
Since
again?
Haldir is can I
Say-
command Alarin to do something?
You can,
Since-
yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, because we're all pinning Galadriel down, right?
Yes,
I'm not
you
sure if
and
this will
Beery
work.
both. You and Beery both have her in a hold.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him. So I'm gonna say to Galadriel, I'm really sorry, my lady. Then I'm gonna tell Alarin, knock her out. Like kind of like whack her across the head.
Okay.
Knock her
Okay.
unconscious.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, okay. Ilarin is going to quick look over at you, take a deep breath, and just make a running start, and is going to attempt to kick her in the head, just in a sheer panic.
You know, that's
first thing-
fair.
Whack.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
love the thought of a run up.
Yeah,
like,
the
you know
run
how
up,
you,
the
before you take
soccer
a kick
kick.
in rugby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thunk. The kick lands, and the neck bends, but the eyes stay open, and there is
so-
a.
Okay.
You will
With
have to
Beery's
try
try
harder
harder
than that.
With Beery's hand still on his shoulders, and he's just kind of like a little crispy.
Mhm.
He's gonna just headbutt the absolute pants off of this elfin queen.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna. You know what? Yes. Oh, this would be. Yeah. Okay. Because he is very pissed off about what she said. I rolled a 6. So
Hey.
8. Holy crap!
A lot, huh?
No, it's just I'm stressed out.
So math is harder as the session
Yeah,
goes
it's
on.
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
So 22,
naturally.
22 for the headbutt.
A 22 for the headbutt.
Wow.
He's gonna like lean in and whisper into her ear, "Don't ever speak of my father." Reel back and whack.
Okay. The head thunk, falls back, and it hits the ground and bounces.
Oh god!
I am still help.
Looks to Haldir. She's tougher than she looks.
I just want to shut her up. Alarin,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
put stuff something in her mouth. Shut her up.
I love how you're not
Yeah.
doing it yourself. Yeah.
I'm holding.
Yeah, we're
you're
holding on.
I'm
holding
assuming
on.
I can't move.
Yeah,
That's
putting
true.
all my
Yeah.
strength into this.
No, the thought of you just like standing there, like, right, you put it in her mouth.
I would do it. Yeah, no, but pinning her down with all my strength.
Still reeling from kicking the Lady of the Wood in the head, he quick rips off a piece of his own cloth, stuffs it in her mouth, because, of course, Galadriel is going to bite down, and Alarin is going to take...
I'm sorry, Alarin.
I guess technically that's unarmed, but it's not like a punch. So I'm going to say Alarin takes 3 points of damage for that and pulls the mouth, pulls his hand out of her mouth. As you do this, you all hear a voice inside your head. I will not be silenced.
Dang it. What do we do?
So, okay, Tanel starts to look to where she threw the ring to make sure it is actually destroyed.
Yeah, you probably would have seen this, I'll say.
Okay.
Halloweth very successfully with the dagger down on it. But you do look over at Halloweth and just kind of see him standing there, glancing at his own hand that has the one ring on it. Halloweth, we're going to cut to you for a second.
I'm gonna try again. This actually before.
You take an additional 3 points of damage.
Yeah. Thank you.
We gotta get this thing off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay. Yeah, he tries to wrench it off a second time.
Roll a d12.
Trying to really, really get this off. 5.
Still glancing down at your hand.
Looks very pretty. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. You know what you need to do if you want to save the lady. You know exactly what you need to do. And it can only be done with this ring.
Tanel's gonna approach him.
With this ring, if Tanel's going to sort of advance towards him, he unfortunately still has to be. He has to have the power of this ring to do this. He's going to just gently move to the other side to take out the king's fear. He's going to kneel down and he's going to have a swipe at the corrupted hand.
Galadriel's other hand?
Wherever the corruption has seeped down, however far, how far has that gone? Actually, can I see now on her skin now that I'm closer up? How is it like her entirety?
As you approach, she is still wearing these long, flowing robes, but she is barefoot, and it is at her feet.
Oh no!
And you look at her hand, and it is on her hand. And you roll the sleeve up, and it is up the arm. And in your head, you hear,
wait.
In the same way that Halworth is obviously not a wizard, but he now has a ring of power on his finger, the same way that Gandalf released Theoden from Saruman's grip. Can he call to Galadriel and put this ring of power, like he's going to just go over her head like this with this ring of power?
Just like all of the other rings of power users have tried to do to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And draw Gwahir out, and he's just saying, release her, leave, come to me, be drawn into this ring. This power is greater than any you felt. Bind yourself to this ring. Leave the lady. Leave Lorien.
As you bring your hand down onto her head, there is a pulse through your body. You take an additional 2 points of damage. But you enter what you know to be what we have been referring to as the ether, this darkness. And before you stands this humanoid bird form and the lady. You stand in a sort of triangular formation. You glancing at the lady and this humanoid bird, Galadriel, staring dead set at this bird humanoid, but the bird is staring directly at you.
Well done. Tell me, did you plan to murder so young when you threw him from the ramparts? You were just a child.
I've murdered many sins.
Oh, I know. I would love nothing more than to have you by my side. But I can see your dedication is unmatched, Halworth. You have my respect.
I never wanted your respect. I want you to leave my home. It's a fairly simple order.
And why would I do that?
All the power you could ever want is in this now singular elven ring of power. The other two are gone. This is the only one that remains, and is more powerful than the lady is now, in her weakened, corrupted state. An organic, biological body weakens over time, even one as powerful as the lady. But this ring, this gemstone, that is eternal. I know what you seek. You've taken the lady as far as she can go. Now release her and come to this. He just holds up the ring on his finger.
He nods at you.
You make an interesting case. But like I said before, I win either way. You have already destroyed your home. That ring is gone. Aren't you worried that I may wield power through you? Kill your friends? Destroy the rest of what you love?
What I love is not important. What's important is saving the lady and the foundations of this place so that something new may be rebuilt.
You would sacrifice all else for her.
I would. Come to me.
My. I did underestimate you.
He glances down at his own humanoid claw-like hand, and you notice for the first time that the one ring is on his finger.
I have all the power I could possibly need. I don't need you, and I don't need her. But you've made this interesting. I'll let her go, but a price must be paid.
Name it.
The finger you have the ring on. Cut it off.
First, I need you inside the ring. Come on, leave the lady first.
I will leave. Both of you. This is not our last confrontation, boy. And I want you at full strength when you face me. Don't worry. You can keep the full arm, and you can keep your hand. But you must lose something. Do it.
He takes the king's sphere, and without even looking, just... Oh!
Halloweth, you take an additional 6 points of damage. And in your mind, you hear the lady go, "Wait!" And you hear Gwai here. Either way. And and your vision comes back to normal, and you watch as through the cloth, a black ichor of smoke rises out of the lady's mouth, and you hear the words, "I win." And the two fall unconscious.
It was in my plan anyway to see if he would be drawn into the ring. And as soon as it was, I was going to do that anyway, quite funnily enough.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That was my plan all along.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What are the three of you doing?
I'm just imagining like a lot of double takes between Haldir and Beery, just like oh my god.
What just happened?
I don't know. What these are your people. This is weird.
I'm gonna
This happen all the time.
Galadriel and run to Halloweth.
Okay, Halloweth is literally right on top of her. The two have fallen almost next to each other.
Beery grabs the finger.
Grab the finger. The elven ring of power still on Halloweth's finger.
Just pockets it. Tries like I'm gonna try to like a little sleight of hand. Just boop.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me then.
Barry's making a little snack for later. It's just
So my target number is at 13,
Okay.
and I rolled a 3.
Okay. So you fumble. You manage to grab onto the hand with the ring on, or the finger with the ring on it, but you still can't. Like you're like they definitely saw you try and do that. Haldir, what are you doing?
I'm gonna just like shake his shoulders and sort of like, Halloweth, wake up, and then sort of like lightly like sort of smack his face to try and get him up. Doing
Nothing.
anything?
Nothing.
Anything from Galadriel, like kind of pat her little cheek. Hello, Your Highness. Am I in there?
Nothing.
Your elvenry, damn it.
Tanel leans down to Galadriel and puts her ear on her chest just to see if she could hear.
There's a heartbeat. There's a heartbeat. She's breathing.
She's alive. And then he's going to go over and do the exact same to Halloweth.
Also breathing.
They're fine.
Um,
I'll be
using-
right back. And she runs over to her parents.
Okay. You run over to your parents. Your father, you see, is cradling your mother, just kind of stroking her cheek. Janelle, it's all right.
Yes.
It's all right.
I have something. It'll be fine. And I actually take out the Miravor
Uh-huh.
and sort of like prop my mother up and try to give it to her.
Okay. You put some of the Miravor down her throat, and that's a 6. Your mother.
You're fine. Everything's fine. I just like grab her face and like hold it still. It's fine. It's fine.
Let go. And you can see
Oh.
there are burn scars up on her face.
Oh.
You're alive.
Yes.
You're alive.
Yes. And I just hug her.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah.
Hold her and cry.
Yeah. Your dad brings you both into a big hug. Hal, dear, Beery, you two still up.
Yeah, it slowly rises from holding Galadriel down now. They just need to do so. I'm just looking around, bewildered, stunned. Plus also kind of burnt because he was down into single digits.
Ilarin is gonna look around and say, we must and he's glancing around, and Beery, Haldir, you both notice that what once was a slow trickle of sand and branches and leaves has become heavy. And the forest that you look out onto that was once the home of Lothlorien is slowly but surely falling to the ground in pieces.
I'm gonna. Does Hadaweth look like he's in a trance, or is he just unconscious?
Unconscious at the moment.
Yeah. The trees don't matter. They're just trees. He's gonna tell Lauren, rush back to camp. I assume we have like a couple of healers there, right?
Yeah, he knows where it is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, yeah, rush back to camp. Bring our best healers. Anyone and everyone. Bring them here right now.
Yes, of course. And he just takes off. Halloweth, as you remain unconscious, you find yourself out of the ether, but in the trance-like state that you are used to when you sleep. You see Galadriel in front of you. That was very brave.
It was what needed to be done, my lady.
I'm sorry. I was not strong enough to stop him.
That's okay. Neither was anyone, it appears, yet. It's not your fault, but I'm glad you're back.
Am I?
Well, I'm speaking to you now. Either we're both dead or we're both okay.
You were never an optimist.
No. Years and years of war will do that to someone.
He knows everything you have ever told me.
I'm sure he would have learned sooner or later. He has already overtaken the mind of Lord Elrond and Amaya. And of Mithrandir.
I know. I saw you. Through his eyes. And theirs. I am so sorry.
Mourn not for us, but for those who have already passed on before their time.
They will look to you now.
Well, then I will do what I can.
I know you will. And she reaches out a hand towards your head, and there's a bright flash of light, and your eyes pop open to the real world as Beery stands on top of you.
Hey there, sunshine, you're awake.
Master Dwarf, though you are small, you are stout, and on my stomach is not the place to be.
You're having trouble, are you?
Just breathing.
Glad to see you all right. Okay, she finally makes it a little bit more miserable than he probably needed to, just kind of slowly gets off of him.
Okay.
Halloweth, everything hurts. And the finger is bleeding. A lot.
I take a sort of rag of some sort, an elven piece, an elven garment or something.
As you're wrapping it,
wrap it up.
As you're wrapping it, you glance down at the knuckle, down into the hand. And it's not spreading, but there is the faintest hint of the corruption that you know to be these elven rings.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not not my idea of fun. But but there was no other choice. I will deal with this as it comes. Halibut the Handy.
Oh my God. Please tell me, like, it's the ring of power finger, right? The right.
No, well,
index.
I had put it on this one. Because I had two other elven rings.
The wedding ring finger, right? The fourth finger.
Yeah, the ring finger.
Yeah, ring finger.
On his right or left hand?
Halowith.
Yeah, it'll be on his left.
Left hand. Okay.
Okay. You know, just is there any water left in that basin?
It has all fallen down to the ground and been seeped in.
Okay.
The lady. How is the lady?
Haldir.
Yeah, no. So when Halowith wakes up, after making sure he's alright, he's going to give him a hug and just say, "That was extremely foolhardy and brave," which I should guess is you. I don't know why I'm surprised. And then he's going to look to Galadriel. Is she awake?
She is not awake yet, but she is still breathing.
Okay.
I
mean, should we untie
Did
her?
you wake up?
Oh.
She'll need rest. She'll need looking after now. A cold towel or something pressed against her forehead. Just a lot of elven medicine. Athalas. And it kind of looks to berry kingsfoil. That's a weed. I'm
going to ignore that additional 6 HP to the final boss and remind my player, Zach, you do have an Athalas potion that you made.
Oh, I do, don't
That's
I?
right.
You do.
Thank you. Yes, I'm going to actually use that now.
What would you like to? You would just like to put it in the lady's mouth, or because it was a potion that you made.
Yes. Can I use it as a balm in the sort of most discreet and appropriate way possible? Just kind of cover the corruption parts of her. Try and have it seep into the. I don't know if that would really work.
Like on the arm that Haldir cut off.
Yeah, like an ointment.
Yeah, I'll say you can sort of pull back the sleeve and because the potion that you brewed, it's not like a liquid, right? It's like it's a
salve.
It's a salve. It's a paste. You dab it on, and what was a heavily bleeding wound does begin to stop bleeding as heavily. It seems to help a little bit. It hasn't necessarily healed the corruption.
Of course. No, of course. Okay. Well,
I mean, should we untie her? I mean, what? She's clean
I
and all.
I think that would be best.
All right.
He's
I need to recoil my rope anyway.
He's no longer with her. She needs, as Elrond did, but far more. She has been so corrupted. Lots of rest, lots of medicine.
Barry begins to untie her and begins to collect the rest of his rope because it's precious.
Of course.
Yes, it is.
He looks to Tanel and just kind of gives a look to her parents. And just, how are we doing?
Thumbs up. Yeah.
And it's just like her whole face is wet.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Don't talk. Don't hurt yourself. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, that went as well as expected. He just kind of sags and sits down. Says, "I'm going to need far more than a 4-hour trance for this." We must return to our people. They'll know what to do. And he looks to Haldir and Biri and says, "Can you help me transport her?"
Sure.
Okay.
I believe we must rest first. The healers will be coming very shortly.
Healers, you say? Oh, perfect. He probably looks like Freddy Krueger. He's been burnt up.
Yeah.
Y'all look rough. Y'all look really rough.
Haldir is hanging by a thread.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got 4 left.
Oh God!
He's gonna, he's just gonna go rest. I can't. No, Oh, and just kind of sags back
Oh my god.
against a tree. Actually, what was it? Probably what was left of a tree.
There's still the trees around the grove are still there.
Still, okay.
But you glance out in the distance, and what used to be the forest is now littered with branches and tree trunks and roots, all broken and gnarled in millions of pieces. And you can see off in the distance, as far away as they are, the healers that Alarin went to go fetch, coming with him. They're still a ways off, but there's no trees to block your path now.
The moment that Beery makes a nice coil of all of his precious rope that he used for the trap, and then just collapses into the pile like a little bed, a little bird's nest.
The three of you, exhausted, tired, waiting for healers, Tanel still clasping your parents, sobbing, wait for the healers to come, knowing that though you were successful, you did lose so much today, but you do still have each other. And that is where we are going to end this session of the Unpredicted Party.
My God.
Wow.
Wow, amazing.
That was...
I am so glad Haldir's still alive. I was terrified, dude.
Yeah.
Man. 3.
3 hit points.
3?
Mm-hmm. Hanging by a thread.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Zach,
Yeah.
what were you at?
I said 4.
You had 4 left. Oh
4.
my God.
Oh, boy.
I thought Beery was bad at
Which
9.
means that if that dagger that she threw had hit, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you at the after party on Patreon, where I get to quiz these nerds. Thank you so much to our sponsors, The One Ring and The Rook and the Raven. We will see you all in 2 weeks. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will see you all. We will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.